You don't need to be the strongest or most handsome guy to build an attractive physique. When I started training, I was skinny as hell, I had no idea what I was doing, and I hated the way I looked. I used to train with no structure. I would do random ass exercises whenever I wanted, and this really didn't get me anywhere. My diet was also trash. This ended up making me chubby. I knew I wanted to build the attractive physique, but I didn't have the blueprint on exactly how to do this. I started training to become more confident, to look better, to be more attractive to women. I think a lot of guys are in the same boat as me as why I started, but they won't admit it. Only when I started taking my training and my diet seriously did I start seeing results. I got into the specifics of how to gain more muscle, what muscles I actually need to train to look attractive, and what I should be eating. From then, I went from bulky, almost skinny fat to leaner and more attractive. Only when I lost the fat and started to become leaner, I started getting compliments. I don't really go to the club or festivals or anything like that, so the only time someone would really see my physique is in the gym. And recently, I started getting compliments every single time I'm training, telling me that I look so much bigger. Which is crazy because I'm actually skinnier than I was and I feel skinny. Something I'm sure a lot of guys watching this right now can relate to is looking good but still feeling skinny, and even when someone tells you you look good, you still don't believe it. However, size is not everything when building an attractive physique. And if you ask women, they'll say they prefer a leaner, athletic physique over big, massive bodybuilders. I'm not the finished product by any means. I'm still improving every day. But since getting into the best shape of my life, I've noticed everything change. I'm more confident, I feel more attractive, and the attention that I get from women is way better than before. Don't get it twisted. Being in shape and having more women doesn't make you happy, but if I was out of shape and I got no attention from women, I would still have to go through the same shit. It would probably just be 10 times harder. You need to be training for aesthetics and not size. And I know a lot of you are gonna get triggered by this, but I don't care. It's the truth. Women don't care if you can bench 180 kilos if you're fat and out of shape. They don't see the big numbers that you're chasing. They see your physique. It literally does not make a difference. The number one priority for you should be chasing the attractive, lean, good muscle definition physique. Don't aim for that 140 bench. Instead, aim for the V-taper physique. Aim to get your shoulders more capped. Stop chasing the numbers. When I was chasing strength and chasing numbers, I looked like this. Now I look like this. And I know which one I would pick every day of the week. This also goes for weight on the scales. Just because you're heavy does not mean you look good. I was 86 kilos here. I felt strong, but I was slow, heavy, I felt fat and tired, and I also hated how I looked. I was carrying extra fat and just chasing numbers that didn't even matter anyway. Now I'm 80 kilos, I'm leaner, I'm fitter, I feel more attractive, and overall, I think I look way better. The scale doesn't show you what you actually look like. You could be 80 kilos of fat, or you could be 80 kilos of muscle. So don't put everything down to numbers. The mirror is the biggest reflection of you. When you look into it, you can't hide what's looking back at you. If you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, then something has to change, otherwise nothing will change. Maybe it's your training, your intensity, your consistency, or your diet. If you need help with any of these points, click the top link in the description to book a call with me, where we discuss your fitness goals and your next steps. Machiavelli taught that appearance is more powerful than reality. People respect what they see, not what is true. Project wealth and strength and they will respect you. Show a single weakness and they will crush you. He said this in the sense of looking poor and looking rich. If you look poor, people will treat you accordingly. If you look rich, they will treat you accordingly. It only matters what you look like for people to judge you. You only get about 3 seconds when meeting someone to be judged. If you're a straight male, when you meet a girl, do you look at their face or their body, or do you wait to see what their personality is like? It's the same for girls. They look at your body first, and most guys don't even have a body worth looking at. Recently, I was seeing a girl and she would treat me like a king. She would say I look like a statue and that she would draw me if she could. I'm not saying this to flex, but I never got treated like this before. As I said, I might not be truly happy, but the projection that I give off because I'm in shape is the difference between the way people treat me. If I was fat or I was really skinny with no muscle, would she have said this to me? Absolutely not. If you've never had a female treat you like this, then you're probably not in the shape that you should be in. The confidence that comes from being a man and being in shape is insane. As a man, I truly believe that you should have an attractive physique. As someone who works with people directly who are fat, unconfident, and invisible to women, and I see them change into people who are confident, in shape, I've seen firsthand the difference it can make in their lives. This is one basic rule for men. If you can't stick to a simple workout plan that is going to help you change how everyone sees you, and most importantly, how you see yourself, you simply have no discipline. If you constantly use excuses to explain why you're fat or why you're skinny or why you're not in the shape you want, then you don't deserve the respect from women. Some may disagree with this, but I don't care. It might make them feel uncomfortable, but it is the truth. In 2025, most people are too soft. They're allowed to make excuses as to why they're not where they want to be or why they act a certain way. I believe real men should be in shape. When it comes to women, it doesn't even matter what you say a lot of the time if you have an attractive physique. Most guys are focused on having good game or good chat, when in reality this doesn't even matter if you have an attractive physique. You could be the funniest guy in the world, but 99% of the time, that woman is going to choose the guy who's more attractive. If you take two guys who look the same, they have the exact personality, one of them's in shape and one of them's out of shape, who is the woman going to choose? And if you say she might prefer the guy who's out of shape, then you are deluded and you need to give your head a wobble. But it's not all about women. I don't want you to think it's all about women. But a big reason that people start the gym is to become more attractive to women, whether they accept it or not. When I got no women, I would say that I don't go to the gym for women, but in reality, I just had no options. Now that I have options, I realized that women don't even really matter. And the most important part is being the best version of yourself for yourself. Building the discipline and self-respect is the real change that comes with getting in shape. Not only for your health, but how you feel about yourself. Because being fat and out of shape will kill you mentally every single day, as well as physically. Hating what you see in the mirror every day is going to kill your confidence. You know you should be going to the gym, but you're not. You know you should clean up your diet, but you're not. You're not doing it at all, let alone for yourself. You may even tell yourself you're going to start the gym, but you don't. You might tell yourself you're going to fix your diet, but you don't. When you break promises to yourself, this kills your confidence even more. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I'll tell myself I'm going to do something and not do it. And this absolutely kills my confidence. I feel awful about myself because I'm breaking promises that I've made. Subconsciously in your head, your brain thinks you're not even capable of doing these basic things. You know you should be going to the gym. You tell yourself you're going to start tomorrow and you don't do it. You keep putting it off and you keep doing this. And that is why nothing is changing and you are not in the shape that you want to be. Being in shape and having an attractive physique will change your life. You can't change your height, but you can change your body and how you're perceived by everyone. Take it from me, from skinny to fat to in shape. As soon as I got in shape, everything changed. Hopefully this video has inspired you to take your first steps or get out of that rut you've been in. If you did enjoy it, hit the subscribe button. I make videos like this every single day for guys to become their best. Let me know in the comments how you found it, and I'll see you in my next video.